Here it goes. Back when freedom was a stranger, but it was something we felt. Well, I had myself a girlfriend, I couldn't believe it myself. We'd take a Chevy Citation, the one a friend would let us use, when we get tired of waiting for what we wanted to do. I had her crawling up the window, she had me shaking in my seat. I could smell her on my fingers, she said it tasted so sweet. Just some West Virginia back roads, there never was much else. Jam a tape into the player, I couldn't believe it myself. Well, the drums, they shook the speakers, the bass, it shook me to the core. If the boss had been a preacher, he could have led us to the Lord. And she knew all the lyrics, and they sang so true. Just two rock and roll spirits with nothing better to do. You hear me all right? All right. Turn my guitar. Now the past, it is a stranger, and I found someone else. I got car payments and a mortgage, I can't believe it myself. But I don't mind getting older, if you get smarter when you do. And the burdens that you shoulder, well, that's what defines you. Sure, they crushed the Citation, I know the 8-track broke. We're such a complicated nation, but we still make rock and roll. Rock and roll. Thank you. Man, my amp blew up at sound check, so it's coming direct at you. I hope it sounds okay. And you know, I run a pretty loose show. So if something you want to hear, let me know. This is a song about a hurricane named Camille. The song was called "It'll Never Be That River Again." So here we go. Shall we gather at the river? In '69 when Camille came, you had to jump in the river to get out of the rain. The water rose so fast, so high, the cattle bawled and drowned all night. The mountains took it until they gave. The river bridge had washed away. My cousin fished from the front porch steps, and Granddaddy looked at the river and said, from the mountains, through the valleys, to the ocean, where it ends, it can never be that river again. Of fire, I was hers and she was mine, and the sun was hot and the river just right. We skipped rocks all day and we rolled all night. We both knew what lay round the bend. Summer loves will always end. When the walnut leaves fell, we went back to school, drifted away, and the river did. From the mountains, through the valleys, to the ocean, where it ends, it can never be that river again. The river flows and time goes by. Love's still hard, but I still try. I've seen it muddy, I've seen it calm, I've seen it do whatever it wants, but it can never be that river again. No, it can never be that river. Thank you, ocean people. You okay? I'm in a great mood. Okay. I think this thing is being broadcast, so I want to talk to all these people that are not here. Where the hell are you? Where's the camera? Is that it? My name is Scott Miller. I write songs and sing them, and I raise cows and sell them. And one of them I'm good at. This is a song called How Am I Ever Gonna Be Me? Here we go. How am I ever gonna be me? How am I ever gonna be me, Lord? How am I ever gonna be me if I'm not who I'm supposed to be? A mother's son, a father's boy, a brother's friend, a sister's joy, a cousin true, an uncle cool, and who knows a father too. A shy recluse who once shut in, a patriot, a citizen. Why was I born a mystery? How am I ever gonna be me? How am I ever gonna do right? How am I ever gonna do right, Lord? How am I ever gonna do right and do what's good within your sight? Sometimes my best is good enough. Sometimes I bluff that I am tough. I've turned my cheek instead of fight. I made them wrong when they were right. If you help those who help themselves, how comes the meek don't fare so well? And I have prayed with all my might. How am I ever gonna do right? How am I ever gonna be saved? Oh, how am I ever gonna be saved, Lord? How am I ever gonna be saved when I have lived a life depraved? I worship money, murdered Cain, used your names at times in vain, worked on Sundays, rocked and rolled, wanted bad enough I stole. She came to me, what was next door? It's not like we had met before. Don't tell me, what else can I say? How am I ever gonna be saved? How am I ever gonna find peace? How am I ever gonna find peace, Lord? How am I ever gonna find peace? Will it be on a golden street with big parades and pretty girls, cotton candy colored swirls of waving fields of springtime sun, that war's been never waged upon my lover's arms, my first release? How am I ever gonna find peace? I tried to make that sound good like jazz at the end. Are you okay? Thank you, because it was just a 20-hour drive. Don't worry about it. It was easy. I had a book on tape. How to make it in the music business. I learned so much. I've been doing it all wrong. Apparently I need to get on Twitter. Here's a song I wrote, and to prove to you I can write normal songs without dirty words, that I cut with the great Patty Griffin, called Angels Dwell Among Us. Here we go. abandoned basement where I spend my time, cheating solitaire and stealing rhymes. When I'm thinking that I'm all tapped out, she gives me something just to sing about. I can't be more broken than I've already broke. I can't be more hopeless when I don't have hope. When she sees that I just don't care, she still finds me something when there's nothing there. Saints alive and saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days. Saints alive and saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days. For the crooked smile on her face, and for the perfect fit of her embrace, and for the wind moved by our parting wave that stays behind my back and keeps me safe. Saints alive and saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days. Saints alive and saints be praised, angels dwell among us still these days, still these days. Oh, thank you, fans of songs. I don't mean to make light of this, but like maybe there's people who lost limbs and still feel the pain. I'm still looking at my amp to make, I think it's making noise. And I know it's not, but it still feels like it is. Are you okay? Yeah. All right. We're here. Thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. I know you have many choices in Houston. $3.49. That's what I paid today. If I had just waited like another 2 exits, I could have gotten down to like $3.30 or something. That'd been awesome. Because I only like to come to Texas when gas is high and it's really hot. That's how I roll. That's my business model. That's why I farm. With a Ford 460, it's an engine pretty mean, shitting out bolts and pissing gasoline. 7 1/4 tons of pure mule power, rolling down the road at 8 miles a gallon. Well, you hit the hammer, lane, mash your engine to the floor, and the CB's crackling with the truck stop whore. It's hard to hear the 20 when the engine valves right on rolling down the road at 8 miles a gallon. If it's me you're fighting for, need democracy and gasoline and rock and roll. I'm praying every day that you can make it through the battle, so I don't feel so guilty about 8 miles a gallon. So I invent a big engine, make it run on bullshit. Put it on the highway, buddy, it would never quit. Invent a big engine, make it run on bullshit. Put it on a train track, buddy, it would never quit. Invent a big engine, make it run on bullshit. Put it on a chassis, buddy, it would never quit. Invent a big engine, make it run on bullshit. Put it on the highway, buddy, it would never quit. From Washington to Arlington to the House of Sod, they all been needing shovels so they could have a job. I've been living happy in the Shenandoah Valley, running down the road at 8 miles a gallon. Thank you. I'm glad that song resonated a little bit. I don't think it ever resonated as much as the one year I played here in December when Exxon had their Christmas party. That's a true story, isn't it, Rusty? Oh, he's outside. He hates music. Hey, I never got COVID. I did get divorced. When it's so hard on the living that they envy the dead, and you were snake bitten on the day we were wed. So I walked straight into hell just to get you myself. I should have never looked back. I still feel bad about that. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. It was an epic love. Watch me go out the door like I was worth waiting for. I was as good as my word. I was a liar for sure. You went and stayed with your parents. I wrote you all kinds of letters. I took 10 years to get back. I still feel bad about that. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. It was an epic love. Some men will go 'cause I could drink you forever. I could swallow you whole. But if we're not together, I got to know that you know I loved you so much. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. It was an epic love. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. I loved you so much. It was an epic love, an epic love. Too much? Yeah. That was for me then. You okay? I love the duck. I don't know why they made me drive all the way to New Braunfels for the first show on my Texas tour and then come all the way back, but I do what they say. Did y'all come in one car? Yeah, well. I'll never win a Grammy, but I will leave an awesome carbon footprint. Leopold. Well, she smells like a biker, and she cackles like a jackal. Dressed to kill in that new pantsuit, you can see the static crackle, all the lovely Sunday dinners. She complains that they're too spicy, and those migraines at the yin-yang like she's slurping on an icy. She's an old stick in the mud, now she's stuck in my craw. Lord have mercy, she's my mother-in-law. Well, if you take her out to eat, she's a thrifty little booger. Starts a filling up her purse with little tiny packs of sugar. And you better run for cover if she takes off those shoes. They must smell something awful, 'cause they done turned her hair blue. She sends me on the path to heaven by giving me some hell. OMG, she's my MIL. I admit she's kinda cute with her polydential smile, but you give that gal an inch and she'll take a country mile. You can't get her to shut her mouth once the conversation's rolling. It's hard to eat your dinner when she's moaning about her colon. She's an old stick in the mud, now she's stuck in my craw. Lord have mercy, she's my mother-in-law. Lord. Thank you. This is a song about the Midwest, but I stole a line out of it off a road sign out here on 10. So maybe you'll recognize it when we get there. Houston, it's great to be here. Are you okay? All right, it's almost over. Here we go. All right. Sin in Indiana. I send this out to Mike Pence. Here we go. Henry Streeter owns this town, parks on the sidewalk and beats spin down. His wife was pictured in a magazine. He brought her over from the Philippines. You can see her about 5 o'clock on the hood of his car on the town sidewalk. It starts in Minnesota as a tiny stream is rolling like a river down to New Orleans. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful thing. Chalmers Walcott's the biggest liar. Drinks bottled water but can still breathe fire. Got half a finger but he's twice as mean as a Boilermaker on amphetamines. He's a deacon down at the church, but there's porn in the corn, so there's plenty of work. It starts in Minnesota as a tiny stream. It's rolling like a river down to New Orleans. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful thing. Hempstead could not stop eating popcorn when she's high on pot. She kept on chewing till her teeth were gone. The dentist made some out of cut limestone. You can always tell she's been around, 'cause there's tombstones growing where she spits in the ground. But it starts in Minnesota as a tiny stream. It's rolling like a river to New Orleans. Sin in Indiana, it's powerful. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful. Sin in Indiana, it's a powerful thing. You okay? I'm doing my best. This is a song called 10 Miles Down the 9 Mile Road. All right. You've been there. 10 miles down the 9 Mile Road, there lived a man named Wilson, a farmer with 2 worthless sons, but a daughter who was strong. It said she had a spiteful heart and that her love was poison. And Dolly Wilson was her name, and to her I was drawn. Well, she nursed the old man to his grave soon after his wife married. The sons, they farmed it to the ground till nothing there would grow. So she packed her bags and she headed north, bound for Harper's Ferry, and settled down in Shepherdstown, just down the 9 Mile Road. 10 miles down the 9 Mile Road. was poison, now it's too late to turn back. 10 miles down the 9-mile road, lying round the bend, Dolly Wilson's poison love, here I come again. Well, I fell hard and Dolly Wilson made me feel so worthy. But anything that feels that good can make you feel that bad. She breathed hot words into my neck and scratched me without mercy, and called me by her brother's names whenever she got mad. 10 miles down the 9-mile road, before I realized that Dolly's love was poison, now it's too late to turn back. 10 miles down the 9-mile road, lying round the bend, Dolly Wilson's poison love, here I come again. Who can say what love weighs, but you know it's heavy. In spite of her, I carried it as far as I could go. Dolly Wilson's poison love only leaves me empty, but I get my fill of empty 10 miles down the 9-mile road. 10 miles down the 9-mile road, before I realized that Dolly's love was poison, now it's too late to turn back. 10 miles down the 9-mile road, lying round the bend, Dolly Wilson's poison love, here I come again. Oh, you ought to hear it in tune. All right, a few more. We're almost there. Is there something I can do for you? Dear Sara. People who rule. Okay. All right, sounds like Dear Sarah's one to do there. I'll do that. The guitar is learning to like air conditioning. The night is sultry. Woo! How do y'all live like this? It was probably the stress on the Texas power grid that blew my amp. Dear Sara, I'm stuck on a train bound for Richmond. We marched down from Kernstown, uphill all the way. At the train stop in Stanton, we pulled up and climbed on. Then we just sat there for a night and a day, and the nights are long. But I write you every day, and I hum a song that you used to sing. The one of Sweet William, his love Barbary Allen, and how she was always a long ways away. Well, my insides are all torn from hardtack and parched corn. My hat flew in a windstorm, so the sun has turned me red. The first chance to lie still, I pull out your Bible, but fall fast asleep before one verse is read, and the nights are long. And I write you every day, and I hum a song that you used to sing. The one of Sweet William, his love Barbary Allen, and how she was always a long ways away. Dear Sara, in parting, keep me in your heart, and I do not drink or gamble, as I promised you I'd do, so as not to mislead you. I did have a need to, when we were surrounded, and it looked like we were through, but the nights are long, and I write you every day, I hum a song that you used to sing. The one of Sweet William, his love Barbary Allen, and how she was always a long ways away. The one of Sweet William, his love Barbary Allen, how she was always a long ways away. In Scarlet Town, where I did dwell, there was a fair maid dwelling. Many a lad cried well a day for the love of Barbary Allen. Whoa! Remind me to tune that bitch. Enough. I know, sometimes I stay on the farm too long and I forget what I do. This is a new song I wrote during the pandemic called, get ready to Google, Like a Simile. Valley moon was shining so bright on a road that was winding. Snow on the ground, so I turned out the lights even while I was driving. And she sat beside me and looked like a wildflower smells. And I look like I'd done my best in the worst of hotels. Her daddy kept all the bad boys away, like you try and hide money, all dressed up like a window display, like a chalice of honey. Confide boucher, she still knows more than you think. She sits in the front seat and stares straight ahead like a sphinx, like a rock, like a river, like a harmony, like a freight train. She was like a simile. What's the use of a love you can't use? Like an empty revolver, like a preacher with secondhand news. I was never a talker. Though I'm a good lover, she still found a way to complain. When I hear the thunder, I don't stick around for the rain. Like a rock, like a river, like a harmony, like a freight train. She was like a simile. Explain when you're born in the South. Southern hearts ain't that simple. She moved away, but I stuck around. Now I'm creepy and single, but I sleep like a baby ever since she showed me how. Curl up like a cat by a wood stove and swallow all down. Like a rock, like a river, like a harmony, like a freight train. She was like a simile. Bitches. Not the most productive 2 years I ever spent. All right, what else before I wrap this up? People who rule. Okay, we'll do those two. There we go. Then the fireworks and the whole thing that comes out, yeah. Oh, man, it's actually on the list. Hey, I want to thank you all very much. They're building a Buc-ee's up near my hometown, motherfuckers. That's for amateur travelers. I travel for a living, and the last thing I would ever do is pull into a damn Buc-ee's. If I wanted to get in and get out. Like, I have rules when I travel. Here it is, people. Rules when you travel. I'm talking to the camera. If you can't see it, don't pull off at it. Wish you can see a Buc-ee's, but you can't get in and out of there quick. Quit buying those straw hats. All right, yeah, I'll take it all back. If I could write like a Buc-ee's theme song and they would play it, I'd totally whore it up and do it, man. Yeah. Lo siento. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Well, the TV's off 'cause there's nothing on. All the hometown fans are in the stands since the team won state 'cause the coach was great, and then they hired him down in Peterstown. But he didn't win, now he's back again. The next batch of kids could not commit. They were big enough but not that tough, and thought the single wing was just a passing thing. I guess the will to win is oft forgotten when old times there are Oxycontin. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Well, the jobs are lost and the war it cost. This kid came back from Iraq, had it pretty comfy, 'cause he drove a Humvee for an old diehard in the National Guard who thought he was safe, though the town got strafed or an occasional mortar from across the border. He'd always joke in the emails he wrote and tell his mom not to worry none. He was spending his time winning hearts and minds until he picked up a can and he lost his hands. Lo siento, Spanisburg, West Virginia. Then a writer came from a magazine and wrote the whole town up for the AARP and built a Buc-ee's. Then a writer came from a magazine and wrote the whole town up and built a real Buc-ee's. Called it #1 place to retire, so the rich folks came and the taxes got higher. With their healthy hair and their perfect spouses, they built these mansions and giant cow palaces. Now the effete and the elite are all walking around with their noses up as they look down on the people born who cannot afford to live in their own town no more. Lo siento. They even renamed it Spanish Trace. Lo siento, Spanish West, by God, Virginia. Smile when you say that. now the people of Mount Crawford, Virginia are very excited about their Buc-ee's. It's going to produce dozens of jobs. And as I always like to say, when we finally got the, especially lately, when we got the lottery in Virginia a few years ago, I was like, the Virginia lottery, taking convenience out of convenience stores since 1995. But eventually they're going to sing this last verse. When all the people from Ohio stop in and buy their pecan rolls, their hillbilly money clips, which are $5 clothespins. And they'll say, fuck all y'all, all of y'all, just fuck off. Fuck all y'all, all of y'all, just fuck off. Lo Siento, Spanish West Virginia. Sorry, I should have asked. Can you say y'all on the internet? All right, this song was requested, but I'll do it anyway. It's called Fade Away. Here we go. You have to go. We knew the day was coming for some time, but you're leaving slow. The hardest part is watching you slip by. I feel you fading away, and with your heart goes a part of mine. I feel you fading away, and if I could see you one more day, it'd be the one before you changed. See you later to goodbye. Your eyes are mine, and your fingers fit my hands. It makes me cry to think that I will not hold them again. I feel you fading away, and with your heart goes a part of mine. I feel you fading away, and if I could see you one more day, it'd be the one before you changed. See you later to goodbye. My heart sings out of tune to yours in time, but the song it sings will have to change without a beat to stand behind. Holly, goodbye, and know that I can take care of myself. But there will be times I think how nice it'd be to have your help. I feel you fading away, and with your heart goes a part of mine. It'd be the one before you changed. See you later too. I'll see you later too. I'll see you later too. Goodbye. awesome. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see if I get an encore. This song is certainly true. I love coming back here to the Duck, and I love Houston. I do. Even though not a lot of you all showed up tonight. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. I shouldn't do that behind their backs. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. I made a mess of this town. Now every sidewalk crack either knocks me down or breaks somebody's back. Every face I see as I look around says it's time to leave. I made a mess of this town. I did. 'A song on my lips, I came and found out how big this town really is. Confusing lovers, confusing friends, making the same mistakes again and again, till all the guys at the bar, well, they stay where they are. And all the girls on the block, well, you know how girls talk. And all the lights on the street, incandescent and mean, 'cause the word got around, oh man, I made a mess of this town. This town. 'Cause there's people you meet, then there's people you know. Some keep you on your feet, some don't let them go. That's why I sit at the bar and I dream of the day I get the means to mean what I say. I'm gonna leave this town in a cloud of dust, with a 50-cent lighter and a whiskey buzz. Then there'll be a day when I come back around, when that's why I'll say it's 'cause I made a mess of it. All right, this one's gonna do it. What was it? Somebody asked for something. If you can't remember it, oh, okay, I'll do that. Oh, deck time. I'll do Say Ho instead. So I read this book years and years ago, but then I was passing through a used bookstore and they had a picnic table of books on CD. And so I bought this book again and listened to it last week. I Oh, hell. It's about the Comanches. Something about summer. Yes. Anyway, Sam's in there a little bit. Thanks for coming out. Sincerely, I appreciate it. I'll keep coming back. Well, he was born in Virginia, in the Shenandoah Valley, right about the time that this country got free. And when his father died, they left, packed it up and headed west to the hills that put the east in Tennessee. Say ho. Well, a man has got to make his mark. The Second British War did start, and he was bored, so he joined and went along. He took an arrow in the hip, a ball in the shoulder, but he never quit. He was full of fight when they finally dragged him home. Say ho. Reading Homer to some Cherokee maidens, and you know how Tennessee is in the fall. If you're not gonna make your dreams epic, why bother to dream anything at all? Well, he met a man named Andy Jackson, put him on the Nashville map, but even then that town could piss you off. He partied hard and ran the state, and found a girl to take his name, and they still don't know why he up and left it all. I do. Say ho. Don't you never trust nobody when you're drinking, lest you get insulted or rolled. You drink too much, you'll pickle up your instinct, and then you can't trust anyone at all. Half mystic and half showman, half poet, half sage, way too stubborn to admit defeat. Although Texas was no state, San Jacinto was a place, and destiny was ready to be seized by Say Ho. Well, Texas, he created you. 3 times he did save you too, and tried to help you make it on your own. You joined the Union anyway, and when he thought you should stay, you turned your back on him and sent him home. Is there anyone still left so full of honor you could trust everything you heard? In Texas, anywhere that you may wander, Sam Houston was a man that kept his word. Oh, thanks for hanging in there with me. I'll see you outside.